En ik wacht op hem. Heel geduldig. Super geduldig. Heel geduldig. Hello. Hi Noel. I'm Eric. Nice to meet you. Nice. Shall we sit over here?
Why not?
What's the biggest difference between the songs that you write right now and songs you write, let's say, for about 10 or 15 years ago?
I can look to maybe 3 significant periods of songwriting. My first couple of albums were about, about dreaming of being in a band and famous and rich. That was kind of definitely maybe a Morning Glory. Maybe the first 3 albums, and then of course you become rich and famous, and then you got to find other things to write about. The middle part of Oasis was quite. Some of it was good, and some of it wasn't great. This period that I'm in now is I think my songs are very direct, and they're about relationships, I suppose. There's a lot of metaphors in them. I'm not sure, it's difficult to describe what your own songs, but
is it? I mean, musically, is it for you? Is it less complex, or there's just some complexity added to it?
I don't really think of my songs in terms of that. A song falls out of the sky, and it becomes apparent within about 2 weeks what that song is going to sound like, and then it's just a case of getting there. I'm not really particularly bothered about sonics or sound or vibe or what's, I've never had a conversation with a producer or anybody else that I've ever been making music with about what kind of record we were going to make. It's all about the songs. So for instance, if I have a song like Everybody's on the Run from my first solo record, it struck me immediately as quite cinematic. So that was the thing. So I don't really do vibe. I don't really think, I want to make a reggae album.
No.
I don't really do that. If I wrote some reggae songs, I probably would. But as you can see, I'm hardly likely to do that.
Is it you writing, let's say, for 35 or 40 songs and then getting it back to 12, or is it?
I've always had maybe 25, anywhere between 15 and 25 songs, and so you'll only end up recording maybe 15 of them. So I always have 10 left over, and every time I go in the studio, I just pick what I feel like writing, playing, recording. So I don't really think about it too much. I just do what I feel like doing, and on my new record in particular, because I produced it myself, I was just, I would look at a list of song titles which I'd written, and then just decide on the day. And that was
make an album. Yeah.
And then once I've recorded enough songs to make an album, then I put it out, and that's it.
Can you imagine that one day you'll be really grey and older, like me? Exactly. So I quit music. No, I quit actively playing. So do you have a plan for that day, or do you don't think about it?
I don't know. I mean, I will eventually go grey at some point. I'm actually looking forward to it, if the truth be told. I fancy a new hair colour. Fancy a new image. I'll just carry on writing songs as long as I think they're good. And then once you've written some songs, you're compelled to record them. And then once you've recorded them, you're then compelled to go outside on the road and fucking sell them. Yeah. So I'll just follow my instincts. And if it's like when I'm making a record, I don't have a date booked in the studio. I'll be going to bed one night thinking about football and fucking something else, and something, and then I'll wake up the next day and I'll just feel like making a record, and then I start, and that's it. So I don't really make plans. I've never really made plans. So I don't plan for going grey or any of that. It'll happen. Yeah. And it'll be fucking brilliant.
And you'll see what happens.
And we'll see what happens after that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
No worries, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Erik Korton in gesprek met Noel Gallagher.
Please don't put your